Yes, welcome to my YouTube channel. You've got to subscribe, you've got to like, you've got to share so that everybody can get the chance to get these opportunities that are rising all over the world, especially in Japan. And also don't forget to follow my Facebook page. All right, so like I promised last time, I said that I was going to focus on the CV, the resume. And sometimes they call it CV and sometimes they call it resume, but technically they just mean the same. But in actual fact, a resume is just a brief outline of, of your information, but CV, it means the detailed part of your information. Okay, but in this case, we're going to look at the Japanese kind of CV, how they do it. Just like when they say that when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So, like you want to apply for jobs in Japan, you want to go into work in Japan, so you must do the right thing. You must have a Japanese style of CV if you want to work there, if you want to go there. Okay, so in Japan, they've got what they call the JIS. That means the Japanese industrial standard that focus on how people should have a proper CV according to the Japanese style. Okay, so for a Japanese style, it's like this. It should be written in two parts. This you must know about this thing. It should be written in two parts. Okay, the first part is what they call, I'll say the terms in Japanese, and I'll explain them in English what they mean. The first part is called the Rirekisho. That's the first part. Rirekisho in this context, it means it's the general information about yourself. In this Rirekisho, okay, the first part is the Rirekisho, and the second part is the Shokumuke Reikisho. Okay, Shokumuke Reikisho. That's the second part. So we've got two parts in a Japanese CV. So in the first part, which I said is the Rirekisho, is the general information about yourself. So the first part, you're going to write your personal information and your education and work history, just in brief. For the personal information, you're going to write your name, you're going to write your nationality, you're going to write a date of birth, you're going to write gender, you're going to write your current address, you're going to write your contact details. In this case, the contact details could be a WhatsApp, could be a telephone number, could be Skype. Yeah, they use Skype. You see, some use Skype, some don't use. But an email is also very important here. Okay, so that they can contact you when they want to hire you. Okay, and that's about the personal information on the Rirekisho. Okay, so don't forget this part. Your name, nationality, date of birth, gender, current address, and the contact details. That's A part of the first part. That's the A information. The B information is about education and work history. That's still on the first page of the Rirekisho. On the education, we are going to focus on the academic background. In this case, the academic background, you're going to write from the high school. After that, what did you do? You went to college, or maybe you went to the university, I don't know. Okay, maybe you went to a technical college, just like that. That's about the academic. Then you go for work history, where you worked. You must give us the year you worked there, the month, and also this about the work up to the current. Okay, and then on this on part B, on the first page of the Rerekisho, you're going to write about other information. When they say about other information, they mean that about the special skills. Do you have the special skills that you need to tell us, or to tell the company? What kind of special skills do you have? Whether what about your personality, your PR kind of person you are? Okay, and then the fourth one under this part B of education and work history, tell us about other information. Like I said, other information. Next one is about dependence. We talk about the dependence. Talk about the people that you live with. The dependents could be your wife, could be your husband, could be your family members, whatever. You can just write them here. Okay, whether your wife works or doesn't work, you just include information here. And then you've got the last one, the personal request. On this personal request, like you've got something, you need some special needs, so you can just write them here. Okay, but you don't need to write anything here, because the moment you write more negative things about yourself, that means that you have some problems, or maybe they will feel that you are not, you need some special attention to care for you. So you just say, I will comply with whatever the company requires me to do. I will comply with everything. That's the personal product. Okay, so this is about the Rerekisho. That's the first page. Okay, like I said, the Japanese has got two parts. The first part is the Rerekisho, I explained. Now let me explain the other part, which is called the Shokumuke Reikisho. The Shokumuke Reikisho means the detailed information now. Because at first we're looking at the general information, but in this case we're looking at the detailed information about yourself. In this case, we are going to focus on the professional summary. What do you mean by professional summary? When you look at the professional summary, that means you are looking at your experience, your past experience, your education, how it's related to the profession, and relevance. Okay, and relevance to what you've studied and the profession and the job you're going to do. You have to explain about that. Then we've got the summary of employment. What about your work, your past history, about your work history, employment, just to give us where did you work in the company, which year, and also if you left the company, you must tell us why you left that company. Well, some reasons they also needed, but be careful when you write reasons. Sometimes you can just write personal reasons. You don't need to get more into details. Okay, so when you are presenting this kind of CV, make sure they should be attractive. Make somebody like your CV. All right. After the summary of employment, then we'll look at the summary of experience and knowledge. Experience is very, very important. They also like to see people with vast experience in this area. Like others, they got 5 years experience, 10 years experience, 15 years experience. So they also want to do this, and they're going to write your experience, okay, so that you also know how to do your work properly. Okay, and then we've got work background. Also work background, you've got to tell us your current work, about your work, the information, and what the requirements about the work. Can you meet the needs of the work that you are going to focus on? And then you've got the other one, that's number 5. You go for the technical skills. If you have any technical skills that might help in this company or in this school, technical skills. What are the technical skills? If it's like you are studying for the IT, they would also want to know about the JavaScript. They want to know about your skills. But when you look at teaching, do you have any other skills that have, like in developed countries, they no longer use, like what we used to long time ago. We just took a textbook and just teach without the equipment, without the PPT. Now they are advanced. Sometimes you might not be able to use the PPT, so you should be able to use a computer. So those are the kind of skills that are needed, when you are doing these things. So sometimes you find that if you cannot use the computer or you cannot use a PPT, you find that the students who will use the PPT, okay, then they will be helping you. So you must show us that you can do that. Those are the kind of skills that you need, that are needed. Okay, and then we've got so we've got those skills. Sometimes they would want maybe you would tell a lie that you know about computer skills, and know about, because when you are teaching you need to use the computer, you need to use the PPT. They sometimes would want to ask you for any certificates or any proof that you can do that, you see, or maybe they will do that when they have the interview with you. And then we've got summary, the last part of the Shokumuke Rekeisho, the summary about yourself. Why do you think that you are the right candidate for this job? Why do you think you are the right candidate? You must just give us a brief information about why you think they must hire you. So when you give this, so these are the two parts. Like I said already, the Rekeisho and the Shokumuke Rekeisho. These two parts, they should be tied together so that you can send your CV to any Japanese school or Japanese company so that you can get. So if you get any problems, any questions about how to write a CV into detail, you can contact me. I can help you, or you can just Google and find more information about. Also have templates. You can check on how to write. But also another important thing about your picture is also very important. You make sure that you put your picture on the CV. Sometimes in other countries they don't use the picture, but for the Japanese CV you must put your picture with a blue background or white background, so that they see it's you, and the picture must be presentable, must show some professionalism. You don't just put a picture that is not presentable. That might cost you some marks. So make sure that you write your CV properly, and it has two parts. The first part is the Rekeisho, which is the general information about yourself, and just a brief about education and work summary. And then the second part is the Shokumuke Rekeisho, about the detailed information about the skills you did, about the qualifications that you had, and so on. So thank you very much, and I'm sure that I have explained. If you need more information, you can ask me, you can contact me, you can just check on my YouTube channel. I will be sending some videos about how to write a proper CV, and also on Facebook page. So see you in the next segment when we talk about other topics. Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.